Problem number 1, 75 times 44. I'm going to use a couple different methods of solving these. I'm going to use some with the method we saw today. I'm going to do some with the area model. Let's do this first one with the method we saw today. Start out with 5 times 4. 5 times 4 would give me 20. Let's put a 0 here and carry over a 2. Then my next step would be 4 times 7. 4 times 7 would give me 28. Plus the extra 2 would make it 30. Yes, Jadine?
I think I know the answer.
Well, hang on, because we're going to go step by step. I don't want to just skip over it just in case we made a mistake somewhere along the way. I want us to be able to see where that mistake was. Now I'm going to move over to the tens place. I put a 0 in the ones place. Then I'm going to multiply. 4 times 5 will again give me 20. 4 times 7 is again going to give me 28. Plus the extra 2 gives me 30. If I add these up, 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 0 is 3. And 3 plus nothing is. So the correct answer was 3,300. Those of us who got a different answer, is there anyone that doesn't see where I got one of my numbers from, or you don't see where you made your mistake? Not quite sure why the answer is 3,300. Bella, make sure we're focused. Jaylene. Okay, so when I start multiplying with my tens place, I have to put a 0 in the ones place because I'm not going to use it at all because I'm in the tens place. I do 4 times 5, and that gives me 20. I write the 0 here, and I have to carry over a 2 into the next place value. Then take that same 4, and this time I multiply it by the number in my tens place, times 7. 4 times 7 gives me 28, but I carried over a 2. 28, 29, 30. So then I write a 0 here and a 3 here. So that's where I'd get 3,000. So do you see how I got it now, Jaylene?
Me?
No, Jaylene.
Okay.
So here, if I were to write it over here, I'm not even gonna write the other 4. Okay? 0. 4 times 5. What's 4 times 5, Jaylene? 4 plus 5 is 9. But what's 4 times 5? I can't just write 20 down here. I put a 0, carry over a 2. What's 4 times 7, Jaylene? 28. What's 28 plus 2 more, Jaylene? 30. So do you see how I got that 3,000 now? Alexa, did you still have a question, or was that your question? Alexa. Oh, Alexa might be frozen. That's all right. I'll ask her later. Second problem. Second problem, like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of both, so I'm going to use the area model to solve the second one. The answer will still be the same, so even if you did it using this method, you'll still get the same answer, so long as you were being careful and so long as you got the correct answers for your multiplication. We have 88 times 62. 88, if I break it up, would be 80 plus 8. 62, if I break it up, would be 60 plus 2. I draw my lines. 60 times 80. Both 60 and 80 have zeros that I can take away. 1 0 from 60, 1 0 from 80. Then I would only have 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48. Since I took away 1 0 from 80 and 1 0 from 60, I'd have to put back 2 zeros. 60 times 8. 60 has 1 0, 8 doesn't have any. I can take away 1 0 from 60. I have 6 times 8, which is 48. And since I took a 0 away from 60, I have to put 1 0 back. 2 times 80. 80 has 1 0 I can take away. 2 has none. So I can only take away 1 0 from the 80. That leaves me with 2 times 8. 2 times 8 is 16. Since I took away 1 0 from the 80, I have to put 1 0 back. And the last box is 2 times 8. 2 times 8 is 16. Now I need to add up my numbers. 4,800 plus 480. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. 8 plus 4, 12. Carry over a 1. And 4 plus 1 is 5. Then I need to add 160. 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 6 is 14. 2 plus 1 is 3. Plus the extra 1 is 4. And 5 plus nothing is 5. Then I need to add 16. 0 plus 6 is 6. 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 plus nothing is 4. And 5 plus nothing is 5. So my answer for number 2 should be 5,456. Those of us who got number 2 wrong, do you see where you made your mistake, or are there any parts of number 2 that still are confusing or don't make sense, or you're not sure how I got that number, that answer? Jaylene, did you still have a question, or was your hand just up from last time? Okay. Alexa,
I'm super confused on how you got
on which
on
one?
the
75 times 44. I'm going to ignore this 4. Okay? I'm multiplying with the tens place. Since I'm multiplying with the tens place, I'm going to put a 0 in the ones place, because I'm not using the ones place. I'm just using the tens place. What's 4 times 5, Alexa?
5.
I can't just write 20, so I have to put a 0 and carry over a 2. Now I can do 4 times 7. What's 4 times 7, Alexa?
4 times 28.
But I also carried over a 2. So what's 28 plus 2 more? So do you see now where that 3,000 came from? Kylie. You have a question about number 2? I just showed how I got the 3,000. What's 4 times 5, Kylie? 20, so I can put a 0 here and carry over a 2. What's 4 times 7, Kylie? 'Would be 28, but you're right. With the extra 2 I carried over, it's 30. So I get 300. I just showed right now how I got 3,000, and if I add those two together, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 3 is 3, 3 plus nothing is 3. So do you see how I got the answer now? Is there anybody confused about number 2? About how I got that answer or anything? Nakai, you have a question about number 2? Or do you just have your arm out? Okay. Anyone have a question about number 2? No? We're all good with number 2? Okay. Move on to number 3. Number 3, I'll go ahead and I'll do the same method we were learning today. 58 times 56. I start out using the ones place to multiply. 6 times 8. 6 times 8 gives me 48. Put an 8 and carry over a 4. Then I take that 6 and I multiply it times the tens place. 6 times 5. 6 times 5 gives me 30. But I can't forget, I carried over a 4. So I get 34. Now I'm going to start multiplying using my tens place. Since I'm going to multiply using my tens place, I'm going to put a 0 in my ones place. 5 times 8 gives me 40. I'm going to put a 0 and carry over a 4, because I can't just write 40 down in the bottom. Then I'm going to multiply the two numbers in my tens place. 5 times 5. 5 times 5 gives me 25. But I carried over a 4. So 25 plus 4 more gives me 29. Now I'm going to add up my numbers. 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 0 is 4. 3 plus 9 is 12. I'll put a 2 and carry a 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. So my answer is 3,248. Is there anybody that missed number 3? That doesn't see how I got the answer, or that doesn't see where they might have made a mistake? Is there anybody that needs me to go over number 3? Because we can't see where we made our mistake, or we don't know how I got those numbers. So everybody is good on number 3. Either got the correct answer or we saw where we made our mistake. Nobody's got any questions. Okay.